Greetings, adventurers, and welcome back to Abnormal Voyages. My name is David, and today we find ourselves in Blue Earth, Minnesota. We are here today to learn all about one of the most famous advertising mascots of all time, the Jolly Green Giant. He, of course, represents the Green Giant Vegetable Corporation, and he happens to live here in Minnesota. So come tag along as we track down this legendary figure.
We're going to a place that you've never heard of before. It's Abnormal Voyages. You're gonna learn something new. We're gonna open new doors. It's Abnormal Voyages.
To celebrate the Jolly Green Giant and to learn all about his history, they have set up an actual museum all the way from the beginning of his creation to now. So it seems like a great place to start to learn about this green guy. Like many mascots, the Jolly Green Giant has had quite a few different looks throughout his life, and it all began back in 1903. This was the year that the Minnesota Valley Canning Company began. However, it wouldn't be until 1925 that we got our first peek at the giant, when they introduced a new form of peas called Green Giant peas. And at first, he wasn't even green. He was just kind of a burly looking guy in a bearskin outfit slapped right there on the can. However, he was still kind of popular. People recognized him, people liked him, so the company decided to give him a revamp. In 1935, Leo Burnett changed it up a bit and gave us the official Jolly Green Giant. He was big, green, and always had a signature smile to spread that jolliness wherever he may go. Considering here in Minnesota is where everything began, they give you a little peek into what it might have looked like back in the earlier days of the company. They've got some of the old equipment that actually used to be used to create and can these wonderful foods. The company spread all throughout the country, and the Green Giant himself was so popular that they actually renamed the entire company after their new beloved mascot. So they officially became Green Giant. This change happened in 1950 and has stuck with the company ever since, becoming one of the go-tos when it comes to buying any kind of canned vegetables. Over the years, the technology used for canning all the food has certainly evolved, and so has the Jolly Green Giant right alongside it. Heading into the 50s, in 1954 to be exact, the Jolly Green Giant made his first television appearance in the new advertisements. And in 1961, they even gave him a tagline of "Ho Ho Ho," which went into all their jingles. Kermit the Frog famously said, "It ain't easy being green, but for this Jolly Giant, it was a piece of cake." Now, like all popular mascots, the Green Giant found himself in a lot of different places. Not only was he the face of all the different food products that they were canning up and sending out, but it wasn't long before the company started to slap him on puzzles, umbrellas, bobbleheads, everything you could think of. Not only that, but he was now being sent out around the world as Green Giant went international. Here's some of those cans with some Japanese writing on them, and they loved him just as much as the States did. Everywhere you looked, you could see a little bit of Green Giant. The advertising, the pictures, he was absolutely making his presence very well known. In the 1970s, they even gave him a little sidekick of sorts, the Little Green Sprout. Now, I'm not sure if Sprout was meant to be kind of like a baby giant that would eventually grow, or if he was just perpetually a little guy that was hanging out with a giant. But either way, he was absolutely adorable, and people took to him just as quickly as the giant. Looking around the museum, it was almost overwhelming how much different stuff had the giant plastered right on it. It seemed like they really wanted to get him out there any way possible. But even with all of Green Giant's popularity, one thing they never lost sight of is that everything started right here in Minnesota. And even though things have changed and moved on, and not as much production takes place here, they do have a fantastic model set up so that you get a great idea of what the facilities looked like, of where all the canning happened, and you can see all the little details, including the corn actually coming down the conveyor belts and being sent right into the trucks to go off to wherever they needed to be. They also have on display a variety of different things that were published specifically for the employees and such in this area. They had things like employee handbooks, different newsletters, magazines, anything you might need to make sure that you're in touch with what's going on with Green Giant. The Jolly Green Giant is really one of those 1 in a million mascots that has truly transcended the company and product that he was originally created for. Because even if you don't happen to buy anything from Green Giant, if you don't rush around and buy those cans for Thanksgiving, you still know about the Jolly Green Giant. He's become an icon and a legend completely on his own. Even when the company was bought by Pillsbury, the Doughboy didn't take over. They kept Green Giant because they knew that the world loved him. And because of that popularity, you can see lots of unique things, such as this giant toboggan, because you look at a giant's foot and you're like, man, I wish I could go sledding on that. They have some awesome jackets here. They even had some wonderful bedding if you ever wanted a Green Giant pillow or perhaps sleeping bag for your next giant-inspired camping trip, I suppose. Bags were a very popular item to get the Green Giant treatment. And then sometimes people would just make nice plush versions of him, and of course, they were pretty big as far as stuffed animals go. Lots of different hats with the Green Giant logo on it. We've seen quite a few puzzles, there's some shirts, and really anything that was kind of food-based very much lent itself to getting a variety of it by Green Giant. So any kids that happen to have fake little supermarket setups to play with and pretend like they were working at a grocery store, they definitely had a lot of fake Green Giant cans of food ready to sell. And it didn't stop at the Jolly Green Giant, because his little buddy Sprout definitely got plenty of merchandise as well, including his very own phone. I mean, what kid doesn't want a Sprout phone right there in their bedroom? I don't think they had any idea when they first came up with the Giant how popular he would become. But I gotta believe that they would be thrilled to know he certainly lived up to his name, and even to this day is out there being jolly and spreading joy to us all. So this is Sprout, and he says that he can help us find the actual Jolly Green Giant. But first, we have to help him find his friends. There's other Sprouts scattered throughout the town. So that's a challenge we couldn't refuse. Let's get to it. We've certainly seen this kind of thing before, but we love it when a town honors its history or something big that happened there by having these little statues all over. And this time they picked Sprout. So these guys are scattered throughout Blue Earth, Minnesota, and all of them have little painting differences to not only show off whatever location they're at, but to spread the joy of the Green Giant Company right here where it all started. I love this one just turns blue. I guess he changes before he works on your car and stuff like that, so good for him. This one here was very festive. It kind of gave me like Christmas vibes almost, but I don't think that's what they were intending. I mean, maybe they were, but pretty cool one there. Very festive. This guy was right outside of one of their colleges, so Blue Earth University. I guess that means this is the most educated Sprout, you know? He was learning how to make the world go round. This one was in front of a place that celebrated quilts, so it makes sense that he had the quilt right there on it. Nice, iconic design. And out of the police and fire center, we had a very patriotic Sprout. Looks like he decided to wear it as his hair and clothing. Definitely an interesting fashion choice. This one was probably my favorite, just with the kind of space design in the hair, and then his clothing was like a globe, so it represented the Earth in space. Very neat. And then this guy right here, he just wanted you to have a nice day. How polite. Thank you, Sprout. And finally, after locating the Sprouts, they've led us to the Jolly Green Giant himself. Our grand finale, the one, the only, Jolly Green Giant, standing tall and proud for visitors to come and see him from all over. We salute you, Green Giant. Well, as big as this guy is, I am certainly glad that he's a jolly giant. That's all the time we have for today, adventurers. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and then comment below where you think we should go next. And if you feel like giving us some extra support, you can also check out our Patreon below and get really cool things such as a postcard from somewhere on the road every single month. My name is David, and this has been Abnormal Voyages. Thanks for tagging along. We'll see you next time.